Miranda from Customer Service, Seattle Coffee Gear, in case you guys didn't recognize us from all our lengthy films we've done already. Miranda's done a few. You're taking down questions as they come into customer service from people. They email in, they call, whatever. She's got a list of questions, so fire away.
Right, yeah, this is a real frequent one that we get all the time. So if you like generally a darker roast or an oilier bean, can we use it with a super automatic where it just grinds and brews for us?
No, and I'll explain why. Let me show you. We got some beans here. This is an espresso French roast. This is an espresso blend medium roast. When you're dealing with a grinder in a machine like this Superautomatic from Seiko, the oils on those will clog up the grinder and as well clog up the brew unit as it goes down through and gets brewed through. First thing you know, everything's clogged up to the point of saturation of oils on everything. Nothing's working right. All of a sudden you get nothing coming out of your spouts. The machine will grind. It'll sound like it's about to start brewing. It'll go through its whole gyration of grinding and then it will abort, right? And what's your been experience why it aborts?
Well, it just can't push through. It's too fine oily for how oily the beans are.
Well, and the other thing that happens that I've found, there's a sensor that senses the ground beans going down through a chute and into the brew unit on the inside. That sensor gets all gunked up, and so it fouls. It says, I don't sense anything coming by, no coffee, abort, abort, abort. So this is what, if you see beans like this, and you can see these are very oily and very dark. If you use those in your Superautomatic, I can almost guarantee that you will have issues, and it won't even taste as good. You do better to find a nice medium roast, and they can be a little bit oilier than these. They could be a little bit darker roast. Suggest that you find a blend that's medium roast. Not only will it be good for the machine, it'll taste better. You'll pick up on all those little nuances that the roaster has blended that blend for, and to the level that they roasted it. It brings out all the nice flavors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else to add to that from your experience?
Well, that's across the board. Any Superautomatic. It can really gum up the grinder.
Jura, Seiko, DeLonghi. Are there any others? I mean, there's others. There's Krups and there's a few others, but we don't recommend those beans for any Superautomatic. That's one of the first questions I ask when I work on the phones. Is number one, why didn't you buy your machine from us? And number two, what kind of beans are you using? No, they always buy from us. That's right. And after we in the stores, I've worked in the stores, and we show them what the difference is. And typically, after they've drank some coffee we've brewed, they go, "Wow, this is fantastic."
Well, here's another question for you, Gail, just to lump it all into one. What about drying the oily spots off of the beans?
I've heard that people leave it on a paper towel and all this other stuff. What have you heard?
I've heard that too, or patting it with the towel.
Do you think it helps?
Leaving it out so the air kind of takes off those oils? I don't think so.
I don't think it works either, but I've heard of that. I haven't tested it, so I can't say unequivocally no, but I would guess not. And the reason that these are so oily is they roast them to the point of drawing all the oils out of the beans. And hence the flavor is very different. Because you've still got some of the oils in the medium roast. But it's not going to gum up on the burrs. It's inside the bean. So that answers that. We don't recommend it, and if you do, you're really going to have issues, going to have problems.
And it can happen as soon as just a couple of brews in, or it could be months down the road.
Thanks, Miranda.
Thanks, Gail.
Yep.